Mr. T here. We're looking at 6A. This is Washington's presidency and the precedents that he set. George Washington is the first president of the United States. So he doesn't have this outline, this guide of, hey, this is how you behave as the president. Therefore, Washington sets these precedents, these patterns for future presidents to follow. One of those precedents was the title of Mr. President. There was debate on, well, what should this leader be called? Washington preferred the very simple, modest title of Mr. President. Nothing fancy like Your Excellency or Your Majesty. The next precedent he sets is forming a cabinet. This concept that Washington wanted a team around him to help him make the best decisions possible for the country. That's the cabinet. Washington wasn't threatened by these other individuals who were influential, who were smart, who were powerful. He wasn't threatened by their power. He wanted to use these people as assets to help make the best decisions possible for America. And so the cabinet, forming a cabinet, continues to this day for presidents. The next was this idea that the president has the authority, the right to enforce law. And we saw this example with the Whiskey Rebellion. So these farmers are upset and they're violently protesting this law, this tax on whiskey. And so Washington leads a militia to put down this rebellion. And this sets this important precedent that the president has the right to. He has the right to enforce laws, to make sure that laws are followed in the country. And another precedent was this idea to retire after 2 terms. So Washington serves 2 terms and then decides voluntarily to retire, to leave. And he wanted to show that power could be transferred peacefully in this new form of government. And so this precedent is followed up until FDR. FDR serves 4 terms, and then there's an amendment added to the Constitution to limit the presidency to 2 terms. A couple other things. Washington, in his farewell address, he had a concern about forming political parties. He didn't want America to form political parties, and we know that that actually happens. And Washington also said he wanted to be like non-intervention policy. He said, let's trade with foreign countries, but let's be careful of forming tight political alliances.